Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm your expert assassin Lord Fenton. In today's video we're going to do Diona's questline. Now this has an Aphrodite Embrace alert and the Cult Unmasked alert too. So let's get to the action, shall we?
Weaklings, you cannot stop us! Show me how you're
gonna pay!
You're a gift from the goddess herself. And by the fates, she chose well.
You're making me blush, stranger.
And I could do so much more.
I'm not sure about all of that, but you can definitely fight.
I may be a priestess of love, but I also bite. I always bite.
One has to be bold to attack a priestess. You must be important.
I am Diona, a simple acolyte born to serve Aphrodite. These thugs are dogs of the Cult of Kosmos, and this has not been the first attempt on my life.
The cult. Tell me all that you know. Now.
Not here. We'll be safer in the city. Escort me?
Let's go. You can tell me everything you know about the cult when we arrive.
I am back and we have to escort Diona and I Diona. Now this is Aphrodite's Embrace alert. Now if you don't like girl on girl action, then well, skip it if you're Cassandra. Now Alexios, you're fine with that. This one's simple. You have to escort her into town. That is it for part 1. And plus we have to deal with any other enemies on the way too, like ambushes and such. This video will also have the Cult Unmasked alert too. I will describe that later on in the video still and such like that. And for now we're just going to escort her to town, so let's make sure she's safe after all the enemies are cleared out with the help of this mercenary, of course. Well, let's just let the mercenary do the work. And they're trying to shoot poor Diona. There will be a cutscene ahead. I'm going to let that happen, so here we go.
I'm safe here. The Cult of Kosmos would never strike inside the city.
Good. Tell me more about them.
Right now? At least let me catch my breath. And take a good long look at your beautiful self.
Enough idle chatter. Tell me what you know about the cult.
If you insist. We've always kept tabs on the cult, and lately they've gotten bolder. By the fates, they've driven my sister, the High Priestess, to lock herself in her chambers.
A cult leader must be involved if they are trying to kill such a public figure.
We're not dealing with the usual rats. My sister wants me to secure Kithra from the cult, and sniff out the cultists behind her troubles.
Risking your life while she hides away? Ridiculous.
Sadly, her life is more valuable to Kithra than my own. By the fates, Mystios, I can't secure Kithra by myself. You've got to help me.
Secure Kithira? I don't work for free.
A Mystios indeed. The cult has plans for the Greek world. And with my ways, I know what they will do next and where they plan to do it. I imagine this information would be useful to you. Or if that isn't enough to satisfy you, I will.
Well, it has been a while since I've
Communed with the gods. And don't worry. Vrachmi will also be given for your services.
You drive a hard bargain. So what do you need me to do?
Just 3 simple tasks. First, my associate by the harbor needs help. Pay him a visit.
What else?
My sister believes she has leads on a traitor within our ranks. If that's true, she'll need your help. Look for her in the temple. And lastly, poisoned blades are a priestess's weapon of choice. But some bandits sacked our apothecaries and have taken refuge in the Mycenaean ruins.
Well, if it's not the cult, it's Malakis bandits.
Retrieve our poison vials. They will come in handy when fighting against the cult.
Lucky for you, I came across some bandits earlier in the ruins to the south. Is this yours?
By the fates, it is. Thank you, Mistios. Now we can prepare for battle against the cult.
Tell me more about the rest of your requests. This associate of yours, where is he?
Ask for the harbor master at the tavern in Scandia Harbor. He'll be the obnoxious drunk.
The temple, where is it?
It's on Aphrodite's watch, up the hill. You'll find the High Priestess there, hiding in her chambers.
I'll do what I can, for you and Kithira.
Thank you, Mistios. Perhaps, when all this is over, we could unwind together.
Priorities, Dioni. I'll see you later.
I am back, and look like I Diona is complete now. Like I said before, there's plenty of Aphrodite's Embrace if you want to take advantage of that. Now we also got Pick Your Poison complete too. Now we have a whole bunch of multiple quests that involve the Cult of Kosmos. So let's look at them, shall we? Alright, let's see here what we have. The main one's called Place in the Kosmos. All bonds will break. The Handmaiden story. Let's do All bonds will break. Or let's see here. No, let's do the Handmaiden story. That's much better and closer. You could do those two either way in any order. I decided to pick the closest one first and then go do the other one. Now this one's about the High Priestess of the Temple of Aphrodite. And we need to speak with her, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly speed up the footage. So here we go. I am back, so we're getting close by our quest objective, so there will be a cutscene ahead, and here we go on that.
High Priestess! Open up!
So you can kill me? Who sent you?
Dioni sent me. I'm a friend.
What did that idiot girl send a Mistios for? I gave her orders to follow, not to delegate.
She says you think there is a traitor in your midst.
You can't trust anyone these days. What do you want with the cult?
They have wronged my family, and it's only right they pay for it. I'll have justice.
Family is indeed a powerful motivator.
The Cult of Kosmos have much to answer for, and they will answer to me.
Perhaps you will be of use to me after all. I sent one of my handmaidens to spy on some of our own, and...
She hasn't returned.
Indeed. Except I couldn't care less about her. It's the information she uncovered I desire. Retrieve it for me.
Your dislike for your sister is obvious. What happened between you two?
I'm the firstborn, and with that comes certain privileges and responsibilities. My sister is a vindictive, jealous creature. She undermines my authority constantly. Clearly she thinks she'd make the better High Priestess.
I see.
But she is my sister, and I do love her. I just wish she wasn't a jealous little fool.
Where should I start looking for her?
I sent her to the outskirts of Kithira. I recall there being a farm in that area. She might have taken refuge there.
That's where I'll start then. Where did you say to look again?
Try the farm outside of the city. She might be hiding out there.
I'll get you the information your handmaiden found.
Good. I'll make it worth your while. Now go quickly. She was last seen east of the Grim Hill.
Well, I am back, and the lady behind the closed door, we do not know what she looks like for now. We'll find out later in the video. Now we have to find out the information from the Handmaiden. We have to go find her. And let's see here. That's undiscovered location. That is some kind of olive farm. I'll guess that right there, since I am in explorer mode. As I say, once again, guided mode is for wussies. That's right. Anyways, you just do what I do for explorer mode, and then you go to said location, of course. Once we arrive there, then the next objective is going to find out what's going on. Okay, let's see here. There's the quest objective right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the action go on, and here we go on that.
Not many places for a handmaiden to hide in the outskirts of the city. This must be it. Do not trust the fates. It's addressed to the High Priestess. She needs to know about this.
Ah, crud. We just arrived too late. Now we have to give the note to the High Priestess at Aphrodite's watch. Which is bad news we have to deliver, unfortunately. Still, it moves on Diona's questline, of course. Somehow the Cult of Kosmos got to this poor handmaiden, which is pretty bad so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the cutscene roll, and here we go on that.
Well, what of my handmaiden?
She was murdered. It might have something to do with this note. It says, "Don't trust the fates."
That's it?
The rest of the papyrus is stained with blood.
That makes no sense.
She protected it with her life. It wasn't for nothing.
Now we will never know for sure if there is a traitor in our ranks. But I cannot rule out the possibility. Our situation is dire. Work with Dioni. Secure Kithira for us, Mystios.
Well, it looked like the Handmaiden's the Handmaiden's story is now officially complete. Now we're going to move on to the other quest that I ignored. Yes, that's right. You do these two anytime, and then it'll get you to the next step, obviously. Well, this guy's a little bit off. Still, we're doing the All Bonds Will Break quest next, so I'm going to speed up the footage. Here we go. I am back, so we're getting close by the Harbor Master. So next up, we're going to speak with them, then figure out what's our next objective for the Diona Questline. So here's the cutscene.
I take it you're the harbor master?
I told you. I'll pay when I get paid.
Dioni sent me. She said you needed help.
Dioni? Wait. Who are you?
I'm just helping her out. She has some information I want.
Liar! I bet you want her more than you want information, don't you?
Just tell me what needs to be done.
Huh? You think you can do better than I have?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Fine. You want to prove yourself to Dioni, right? The military has been a real pain in the ass lately. They've captured some mercenaries who are of interest to her at the fortified warehouse. She needs you to free them.
I'll see to it. But it's going to cost you.
If you make it back alive, I'll fatten your pockets with drachmi myself.
Deal. But first, I have some questions. Freeing prisoners sounds treasonous. Why would she want to do that?
In her paranoia, the High Priestess has ordered anyone suspicious to be detained. But these prisoners were mercenaries, minding their own business.
A mercenary's business is rarely their own.
Still, Dioni wants them to help fight against her enemies.
And let me guess, the only ones she can trust are those who can be bought with drachmi.
Exactly. Of course she trusts me too.
Is Dioni someone special to you?
I'm her lover. And I'll be the one to help get rid of her enemies. I promise that in exchange... Why am I telling you any of this? I don't care what you think your relationship with her is. She's just using you. I'm her true love.
Right. You keep telling yourself that. I've got enough to go on. You better get my drachmi ready.
Come back when you're done. If you make it out of the camp alive.
Well, this harbor master also loves Diona. Dang, Diona must be getting around a lot. Still, all we have to do next is find and free the prisoners. That's the next step of the quest, of course. It involves sneaking inside of a fortress and such. I think it's nearby. Which it is. Yep, it's already nearby. This is a good quest line so far. Things are nearby. It's a lot beneficial. Plus, you're on an island too, of course. So let's see here. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let the action go on because I'm going to try to stuff my way through the fortress, and then afterwards I'll explain what happened after that. So here we go.
I need to stay hidden.
I won't die here, Mistios. Let me out. I thought I was dead. What?
I'll be grateful for eternity.
They'll execute me. I did nothing wrong. I can never repay you. Today is your last day! Come back here, you coward!
Well, I did stealth most of my way through to free the prisoners, so that's all good now. We have the 3 prisoners fed, and the next step is to talk to the harbor master. So up ahead will be a cutscene with him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let that go on, and here we go.
I freed the prisoners at the military camp.
There were 3 of them. Did you get them all?
Yes, 3 of them, in all their bold and glory.
I guess you're more useful than you look. In that case, Diona needs one more task fulfilled. A man needs to die.
I'm listening.
Diona's enemies have forces on Hydra Atoll. They're going to use it as a staging area to launch attacks on Kythera. You need to exterminate these pests.
You want me to go alone to an island swarming with enemies?
Oh, is that too hard a task for Diona's new champion?
Tread lightly.
Enough pointless chatter. She needs you to take out the captain there. His men should disperse after that, but still leave none alive. Will you do it?
Consider it done. What more can you tell me?
What more could you possibly need? Just kill the man.
Any idea where I can find the captain?
That rat should be somewhere around the shipwreck off the north coast of Hydra Atoll. I led a small party that managed to maroon his ship. But we couldn't finish the job. He and his men will be on their guard.
What is the quickest way to Hydra Atoll?
Sail south from the southern tip of Kythera until you come across a shipwreck.
Tell me what you know about the cult.
What cult?
Isn't the captain a cultist?
He could be a Malaka's god for all I care. Diona says he wants to destroy her for rejecting him. That the only way for us to be together is if I remove him from the picture. Aren't you here for the same reason? To win her over?
I'm here to dismantle the Cult of Kosmos. I have no time or interest in the priestess.
You can't fool me with your cult bullshit. No one can resist Diona's charm. And no one would ever call themselves that. Malakas, Cult of Kosmos.
Whatever. That's all I need to know.
We'll send a fat amount of rack meat to your ship when you're done.
Excellent.
Go. Get out of here. And don't you go talking to Diona anymore.
Or what?
Or I'll... just go.
I am back, so we have that quest officially complete. All bonds will break. Now this will advance the Diona Questline to Atoll order. Oh, that's weird saying that, but still, now we have to find and kill the captain. That's our next step, of course. Alright, so the next up is find this captain. It looks like we have to kill him, I think. That's right. We have to go kill him. Yeah, find and kill the captain. Yes, we're after the captain, so it's giving us hints where to go to, since we're in explorer mode. And I'm guessing it's right there. Now, at the time of the video, I had to go in this direction because I needed to get there. Instead, I'm going to do is call my ship. So what I'm going to do is after I call my ship, I'm just going to fast forward the footage. So here we go on that. I am back, so what's happened next is now we have to find and kill the captain since we found the exact location. What I'm going to do is set up the kill shot, so I'm going to let the sniping go on, and here we go on that.
don't look like cult members. Probably just well-paid mercenaries.
Well, Atoll order is now officially complete and done. Yes, thanks to my sniping skills, it all went down with them even noticing me. Yes, that's why I love this Swiss Army Firebrand knife build. I'll post that in the description, of course. Now our next step is find out what Diona has installed for us. Most likely get a reward too, so that's all good. Alright, let's see what's up for the quest. Let's see what it's called since I blur by it. It's called In a Rush. All we have to do now is return to Diona. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip ahead, and here we go right about now. I am back, so the next step is simple. Just return this to Diona, of course. Now here's the thing, there's Aphrodite's Embrace. If you keep on hitting hard options, including this one coming up, what happens eventually is later on in the chain, you will get the Aphrodite's Embrace if you play your cards right, if you want to go that route. So here's the cutscene on that.
I've freed your mercenaries and dealt with the captain as you desired.
That's good news. You've dealt a heavy blow to the cult's forces. You're getting sexier by the minute. Anything else?
Your sister sends her regards.
Did you find out anything about this traitor?
There seems to be a traitor in the temple, but she's unsure who. There was just a note reading, "Do not trust the fates."
Interesting. It really is as my sister says. We can't trust anyone. Thank you, Miss Theos. I'll watch my back. Is there something else?
I've done what you asked. What now?
My scouts will meet us at my villa. They'll fill us in on what they've discovered, thanks to your efforts. I have something else to attend to, but if I get there and we have some time on our hands, by the fates, we'll have some fun.
You'd better hurry. I'll see you at the villa.
I will.
Well, that was easy. Just turn the quest, and let's see what's up next, of course, on our quest agenda for the Diona Questline. Place in the Cosmos is now officially complete too. That's all good, and it's by the Fates is next. So we have to meet the Handmaiden at the villa. Let's do that right about now. Alright, by the Fates is the next step of the quest. We just follow the priestess. Now, up ahead will be a cutscene. Now, if you do Aphrodite's Embrace right, well, this will pay off. So here we go on that cutscene.
You look like you're ready to go.
Securing Kithira can wait.
Good, because I can't.
Did she leave already?
Yes, quite a while ago, in fact.
Diona said something about the scouts and their report. Where are they?
Diona is done with you.
Malaka!
That's enough, Sharif, mister. We'll finish the job.
Dioni's done with you, Mistios. Now die!
I am back, and well, we have to interrogate the Handmaiden because we just got set up. Alright, I'm gonna let that go on, the cutscene, and here we go on the interrogation, of course.
You! What's going on?
I was just doing as I was told. Diona told me to take you to the garden. Please don't kill me!
Why did they attack me? I freed these men myself.
Diona played you like she did the High Priestess. The captain you killed was a leader for her sister's reinforcements. And the poison was to be used against you if you prove too dangerous.
I'll show that snake exactly how dangerous I am. Why is Diona doing this to her own people?
Diona hates her sister. She's been second best all her life.
So she joined the cult to take power?
I never expected her to take it this far.
I'm going to kill this traitor.
She's on her way to kill the High Priestess at the altar, north of the temple. You'll have to hurry.
The altar? Good. Aphrodite will have a sacrifice tonight.
Do you trust the face you see in your reflection? I don't.
Alright, there's your the Cult Unmasked, and that's where that's what we're working for, is that. Now we found out that Diona is a member of the Cult of Kosmos. Now we have to reach the altar and deal with Diona to save the High Priestess of Aphrodite in this area. We have to do it right, so I'm gonna give everybody a heads up about what's going to go on next. Now we got betrayed by Diona, even though if you pick the heart options, you got Aphrodite's Embrace for the first time, which is all good in that part, but the betrayal was real bad. Now here's the thing. Up ahead, there'll be a choice you need to make. You need to make the right choice. That's right. It's the one on the right ahead. Now, in order to get that done real quick, I'm going to show you all a nice, cheap trick. That's right. This is going to be very cheap for everybody right here. Extremely cheap, if you know what I mean. Alright, so what you're going to do is up ahead is get off your horse. Now there's two people there, and what you do is you spot them. Now the one you want to spot, it'll say Diona Cultist. That's on the right, as you see. Now the other one will just be hewed out. They'll both say Diona, of course, at the time. So when you do your choice, pick the right one, or the one that's there. So there's a cutscene. Here we go on that.
Or I'll cut you both down!
Thank the fates. They were going to kill me and blame it on you. Strike Diona down. She's Diona. Her jealousy and bitterness have driven her to work with the cult. My own sister. She's Diona, and she's conspired with the cult to usurp my position as High Priestess. Don't be deceived, Misthios. They've set this final trap to fool you.
I can't believe you're twins.
She's always been jealous of my success, mercenary. Living in my shadow has finally broken her. Kill her now! Lived in my shadow! I loved you, Diona. I never wanted to be your superior. Misthios, you must kill her before she lets the cult take over Kythera. It pains me, but it must be done. You wouldn't feel a thing, you monster. I'm not sure you ever have.
The High Priestess will know what was in the note from her handmaiden.
Do not trust the fates! How could you possibly know that? Her end must have been so tragic she renounced the fates. The poor girl, it was all my fault. I sent her to spy on you, and you had her killed when she threatened to expose you. Don't listen to her lies. I am the High Priestess.
I could just kill you both. Maybe I should.
Kill us both? You truly think they care which one of us lives or dies? She speaks true. By the fates, with both of us dead, the cult will simply send their own High Priestess to fill the void. You would know what the cult would do, wouldn't you, Snake?
What if I let you settle this yourself?
Walk away and you'll have more blood on your hands. Diona will surely slay me. Snake! She knows I am the one who will perish. If you do nothing, the fall of Kythera will be all your fault.
Enough!
Slay Diona where she stands. Do the right thing, Misthios. Slay Diona.
Shut up! You. I see right through you, Diona. It's over.
By the fates, I'll kill you both! I'll savor every moment of this!
That's the end. Your cult leader has been sniffed out, High Priestess.
My own sister.
Siblings.
I hated her. But I loved her too.
I know how that feels.
You've secured Kythera for me, Misthios. Now, about the Cult of Kosmos.
Good thing I killed the right priestess.
Indeed. As High Priestess, it is my duty to call out to the wayward and return them to Aphrodite's bosom. And if you've ever been to Pefka and met its inhabitants, you'll see why divine intervention is their only salvation.
I've never been.
Lucky you. One of my priestesses was sent there and came back rattled. She spoke of a man, Melite.
What about him?
The people living in Pefka are terrified of him. He runs some shady operations, but what exactly I can't be sure. Maybe this will be of help.
Thank you, High Priestess.
Now, if you'll excuse me, it is time to rebuild. Here.
Now that quest is complete by the face. We got a nice piece of the immortal armor, so Diona's questline is officially finished. Well, that's all the time we have. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe my channel. Laters all.